Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are talking about random numbers. So, random numbers is a command that you give to a JavaScript program that allows it to get a top value and a bottom value and then pick anything in between. Now, to do that, you're going to need to learn a special command called Randomizer. So, let's start off with something familiar. The very first thing that you're going to need to do is declare a variable. For this one, I'm just going to declare a basic variable called number and assign it to something. Now, instead of giving it a number on my own, like this, and instead of having my user put in something with a read int like that, I'm going to use a new command. It's called randomizer, which is helpful because it helps me remember that this is random. So it's capital R, and then it has a Z in there, so make sure you spell that correctly. Randomizer dot next, and then you're going to put int for integer. Okay, so this command is now going to randomly select an integer number. Now at the end, you're going to need a set of parentheses, and in those, you're going to put two numbers. The first parameter or number is going to be the lowest possible number. For example, 1. Then separated by a comma, you're going to put another number, which is going to be the highest possible number. So for example, 50. What this program is now going to do is it's going to randomly generate any number between 1 and 50 and assign it to number. So let's go ahead and make a quick print line statement here. And I'm just going to call number. And I'm going to run this 5 times. So the first time I run it, I get the number 9. So it randomly generated the number 9. Next time I do it, it's 38. Then 32. 43. This is going to be our last one, 6. So each time it randomly generated a number anywhere between 1 and 50. Now, if I had shortened this and said maybe I only want the numbers between 1 and 7, it's going to limit the possibilities. So here I have 6, 7, 4, 2, 2, 6, 3. Each time it can only choose between 1 and 7. So when you use a randomizer, you set a high value and a low value. Now, integers are not the only possibilities. You can also generate what are called floats or decimal numbers. So if I do that, you're going to find that it will randomly generate a decimal number. Now, these are quite long decimal numbers, but you kind of get the idea. Now, none of your assignments today are going to require you to do floats, and most of our assignments won't. We're mostly going to be working with integers. But just be aware, if you want to generate a decimal number, you'll use float. All right. Now, if I want it to print a specific number of times, I'm going to need a for loop. So I can do for. I'm going to set up my counter variable, so I equals 0. I is going to be less than, let's have it run 10 times. And then increment that I. I'm going to move these two lines up so that it randomly generates a random number, and then it will print that, and it'll do that 10 times. So now when I run it, it will randomly give me 10 numbers between 1 and 7. If I run it again, I'll get a new set. So you can use for loops while you randomly generate something. And that's kind of it with random numbers. Now, you can also randomly generate colors. Now, this is going to require that I switch over to a JavaScript graphics program. So you're going to come to your sandbox. You're going to make sure that you're on JavaScript graphics. Now, I've already made one, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So in the first example that it gives you, it actually shows you the usage of that next color command. We're going to go ahead and write our own. So anytime we create a graphic program, the first thing we have to do is make an item. So we're going to go var circle, I can't spell, equals new circle. And we're just going to set it randomly to 100 pixels wide. Now we want our circle to be in the center, so we're going to do set position. And we're going to do get width divided by 2 and get height divided by 2. That'll put my circle right in the middle. And I'm just going to add my circle. It's just going to be black. It's not going to change colors, but I just want to make sure that my program is right so far. Okay, so I've got my circle. Now to set color, it starts off just like anytime we set color. We're going to go circle dot set color. Now, normally this is where you'd put color dot white or color dot red. Here, we're going to do randomizer dot set color. Sorry, not set color, next color. And now when I hit run, it's going to randomly generate a color from any of its accepted values. So it's just going to go ahead and keep giving me new colors. So one of your examples will require you to create a visual like this. So you're going to just need to be aware that you'll set it up just like that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure your assignment on today, it's going to be random color square. Your assignment will be right here. So you're going to create a randomly generated square, and it already gave you the side length. So that program will kind of echo back to our graphics. If you have any questions on Randomizer, please let me know. But make sure you watch all of the videos, both this one and the one on CodeHS, because both videos will cover the content quite well.